Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the New York Mets. And taking the ball for the Mets, Kodai Senga.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Lindor on to first. 1 out in the top of the first. Let's check out their lineup for this must-win contest. It's singing. Their production in the postseason has been underwhelming.
It's usually not great to have your whole team below the Mendoza line, Boog. These bats have been ice cold, and if they don't want their season to end in disappointment, they're going to need to make some noise in this ball game.
Got him. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics. And they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
So he gets on base and keeps it going. Pete Crow Armstrong digs in now. 3-1 is on the way. And ball 4 to a board.
Ball 4.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Bregman, the runner at first with 2 gone. So a
Ball
walk
4, pitches
puts
down.
runners at first and second.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire. Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That one inside. Look out. First and second, 2 down. Here in game 2 of the NLDS. That one fouled off. Payoff pitch. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 3 walks. Back here in Queens. Pitching for the Cubs in this one, Cade Horton. What's the scouting report on him? Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
Number 12, Francisco Lindor.
In the air, right field. Conforto under it. 1 up, 1 down. Here's a Mets lineup now. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
On the ground to the left, and that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second, and that's a 2-bagger.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
1 out, runner at second. Bichette getting ready to hit. This one in the air, right field. Base hit. Coming around third is Soto. Fires it to the plate. Safe. And it's 1-0. Strike 3, got him with the sweeper. Brett Batty up now for the Mets. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Carrying well. Into the bullpen and gone. A 2-run homer, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Ball.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. And that one hammered. That's down. One hops off the wall. Into second, and he's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box.
That's a ball.
He'll feel real good about that one.
Next to hit, Francisco Alvarez. Man at second. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. That is the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run. We're in the second game of this division series. Leading off, Nico Horner. The 1-1.
One wonderful thing about the postseason, you never know who's going to be the hero. It could be the superstar, but often it's a far more unlikely player.
On the ground, Lindor slings to first. One out in the second.
Batting 7, shortstop Dansby Swanson.
4-seam fastball, high inside.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Fork, low inside.
Struck him out looking. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
2 outs, base is empty. Michael Conforto will climb in.
Ball, that's outside.
You know, one unlikely postseason hero I saw up close, Alex Gonzalez of the Marlins in the 2003 World Series. Wasn't really known for his bat, but he hit a walk-off homer in extra innings in Game 4. It tied the series and was a huge momentum swing. Sets him down looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Back here at Citi Field. So now here's the Mets DH, Mark Vientos. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. 1 away.
Batting 9th, center fielder Luis Roberts Jr.
The 1-1. And a foul ball. Tries to hold up, appeal to first, did not go. The 2-2. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away.
Up next for the Mets.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Here's Francisco Lindor. The count 2-1. Here goes the runner. Save.
He's in there. He's safe.
Stolen base. Goes to second, and he's picked off. Now they've got him in a rundown. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2.
Well, I'm not sure if he was going or not, but when you've got that kind of speed, you don't have to have a huge lead. You just got to get a really good jump. And he gets caught out there in no man's land. That definitely hurts a little bit.
Juan Soto waiting to hit for the Mets. 2 down, nobody on. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. A solo shot, and they add on. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Another look at the long ball from Francisco Lindor. Top half of the 3rd inning, and here's the DH for the Cubs, Miguel Amaya. Foul ball.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 1 down.
Up next for the Cubs, left fielder Ian Happ.
That one lifted to left. Soto moving under it. And there's 2 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Michael Busch. 2 down, nobody on.
Nope.
Fork. Low middle. Fork. Low middle.
Here's a 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Fork. Low inside.
Just missed. Alex Bregman on deck for the Cubs.
Middle inside.
Swing and a ball popped up. Bichette has a beat on it. And that is that. Cubs back here in Queens, bottom of the inning. Bo Bichette up now for the Mets.
Well, these Mets really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. Looking at the numbers, they've got 4 hits when they're behind in the count. That says they're absent.
Oh, look at this. From his knees, the throw.
He's out.
And very nicely done for the out.
Look at the commitment to make the play down on the ground from the knees. That's not just arm strength, guys. That's core strength as well. Look at that rocket across the diamond. Outstanding job.
That one off the mark. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Obviously, this type of run production isn't exactly sustainable game to game, but it's a good sign that a lot of hard work's been paying off.
Ripped on a line. And foul ball. 2-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two now. And a sweeper misses for a ball. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And here is Brett Batty. That one is absolutely belted. And it is gone! Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a pair. It's 6-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitch. New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Colin Ray. He's into the game with the bases empty. Now it's Marcus Semien. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Semien runs, pitching for a strike, and that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Runner goes again. No throw. Safe at third. It's a stolen base. One away with a runner at third here in game 2 of the NLDS. And they'll do it again. Here's the 2-2. And he grounds one back up the middle. Oh, great stop. To his knee, the throw. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. 2 down, bases empty. And the batter now, Mark Vientos.
Mark Vientos.
This one popped up right side. Bush gets under it. And that is that. We're in the second game of this division series. Here's Alex Bregman. In the air, right field. Baty should have this one. Takes it in for the out.
Fork. Low inside.
1-1 now. Hit hard but foul off to the left.
Fork. Low middle.
And now it's 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Robert under it. 2 away now. And now the batter is Carson Kelly.
Catcher, Carson Kelly.
2 down, nobody on. High fly ball, right field. Baty moving under it. And that is that. Back here at Citi Field. Bottom 4, Luis Robert Jr. up now for the Mets. Bunting for a hit. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Shortstop, Lindor.
Robert on the go. Pitch misses inside. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game, and that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well,
runner goes again. That's in for a strike. Throw to third, save. That wasn't close. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game.
when a guy's got that kind of lead at second base, somebody's got to call timeout. Pitcher's got to step off. The catcher's got to ask the ump for time or something. You can't let him get out that far when you don't have a good thrower behind the plate. He's going to steal third almost standing up. That's a really good job of being aggressive by the base runner.
Now he steps out as time is granted. That's a base hit as a run scores. Juan Soto now. Here's a 1-1. Lindor on the move. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Runner on the go again. This one in the air, center field. Pro Armstrong settles underneath it, and there's one down. One run across in the frame so far here in Game 2 of the NLDS. Lindor on the move. Pitch misses. Safe in second, and that was not close.
Well, he had that base stolen as soon as he broke for second. Such a huge lead. The pitcher's got to find a way to help out his catcher, especially if he doesn't have a great throwing arm. Step off the rubber, shrink that lead somehow, create a little bit more time, or maybe you can prevent that stolen base.
First and second, one out. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. Line shot into the gap should score at least one. One run across. Bichette around third and headed home. He'll score. 2 runs are in. It's 10-0. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a new pitcher in the game, Obi Milner. So up next for New York, Brett Batty. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dip.
Got him. 2 gone. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. That is the inning. Back here in Queens, digging in, Nico Horner. There's a swing and a drive.
That ball
and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Inside. Just missed.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
1 up, 1 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Sinker. Blow outside.
He goes down looking.
Up next for the Cubs, right fielder Michael Conforto.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the batter now, Michael Conforto. The 1-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
That's out.
4-seam fastball. Low inside.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
2 down, nobody on.
Fork. Low outside.
And it's
Oh,
filled
that's
up.
inside.
4-seam fastball. High middle.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
4-seam fastball. Middle inside.
In the air, right field. Batty under it. And that'll do it. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Ben Brown up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. On the ground, right side. Fires over to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. And now it's Mark Vientos. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. That's not coming back. He'll take a trot around the bases. And they boost their lead. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Now a drag bunt, third base side. Has to barehand it, but no chance. That's an infield single.
Next for the Mets, shortstop.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Man at first, one away. Robert on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And now make it 4 stolen bases in the game for him. Check on the runner. Robert dives back in. Man at second. Runner goes again. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. Robert comes in to score. It's 12-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. Throw to
No,
third.
he beat it. He beat it.
They're merciless. I'd say a questionable decision to steal third right there with a big lead. Probably won't be received well in the other dugout.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Now 2 away. Manager out of the dugout. Ben Brown taking over on the mound. Bichette gets a chance to hit.
Ball 2.
Two one now. Here's a rocket to right field. And the inning is over. 5 innings complete. We're back with a look at key moments so far in this one. Miguel Amaya now at the plate.
The designated hitter, Miguel Amaya.
Liner snagged at first.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Sit down on strikes. Some high cheese for strike 3.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
And here's the first baseman, Michael Busch. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
You know, Boog, the true measure of a team usually reveals itself in these moments. Is this offense going to roll over, or will they fight back to keep their season alive?
The throw into second. The tag, and they got him. And that'll do it.
Batter tried to stretch that one into a double, but he wasn't about to let that happen. Nice job to get to the ball and fire that one into second just in time to get the out and end the inning.
Back here at Citi Field, where we go bottom 6. Jorge Polanco up now for the Mets. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there. And that is a foul ball. The 1-2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jacob Webb getting loose out there. swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one hops against the fence. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Check swing, but he went too far. That is strike two.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That one is absolutely belted. Going, gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his third home run of the game. And they add to their lead. Senga, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Wow, he's putting on an absolute show in this one, and there's no better time than the postseason to go off at the plate like this. When a 3-homer game, always special, but pulling it off in October during the biggest games of the year, that's incredible.
Here is Marcus Semien. Fouls it off, still 1-2. This one popped up. Takes it in for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
That's a laser base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And that one ripped to left. That's out number 2. And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. Strike 2.
That's a ball.
2 runs across in the inning here in game 2 of the NLDS. Hit hard, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Jacob Webb. Got him. Ricky Holiday with the call. Mets had 2 runs on this blast. 7th inning coming up. This is the National League. Now it's Alex Bregman.
High inside.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
4-seam fastball. Low inside.
The 1-2. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. And there's one away. The Mets up big in this one here in the late stages of game 2. Lined into left center. Should be extra bases. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Up next for
Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Fork. Low inside.
Man at second. Foul ball still a 1-2 count.
Four-seam fastball. Low middle.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
1-2 here. In the air, left field. Soto in position. And there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
That one the other way. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. As a run scores on the play. Dansby Swanson stands in. Man on second, 2 down. That one ripped, but foul. The 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Low outside.
Good job to fight that one off.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Stays alive.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Swing and a pop-up. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Back here in Queens, set for the last half of the 7th. Juan Soto up now for the Mets. That misses the zone.
Outside.
3-1.
Well, these Mets putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. Everything is working for this squad on offense right now, and it's resulted in double digits on the scoreboard.
Now quick throw to first. Soto dives and can't get back in time. He's picked off. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. In the air, right field. Conforto settles under it, and there are 2 outs.
Obviously, this type of run production isn't exactly sustainable game to game, but it's a good sign that a lot of hard work's been paying off.
High fly ball down the left field line. That's back there, and it's out of here. He sends one out the opposite way, and they add a run. It's 15-1.
Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
So 2 down. So up next for New York, Brett Batty. Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And it's a foul ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Right side, hard hit. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. 8th inning coming up. We're in the 2nd game of this division series. And here is Michael Conforto. And here comes the Mets. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Brooks Raley.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Got him looking. First out in the top of the 8th.
Senga, middle outside.
Right there for a strike.
Circle change. Low outside.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. And I'm so glad I'm retired.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here.
For the Cubs,
Hunter Harvey
number
into the
45,
game.
Hunter Harvey.
Stepping in, Marcus Semien. High fly ball lifted into air right field. And there's one down. The Mets up big in this one here in game 2 of the NLDS. Up and in. It's 2-2. Action in the pen down there. Phil Maton appears to be getting loose. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Fights it off. He'll see another. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Good job to fight that one off. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at bat. And now the Mets DH, Mark Vientos. The 1-1. He swings and fouls one off. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And that is a good eye on a pitch down low, and it's 3-2. Runner on the go, and ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
2 on, 1 out. Shortened the bunt and missed it. And the count 1-2.
Nope, that's down.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Crow Armstrong in and to his right. 2 down. Here comes Craig Counsell. Righty reliever out of the pen, Phil Maton. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. And there's a ball.
Damn.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Time call. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second. Two on the way. In the air to left center. Hat on his way over. And that'll do it. Back here at Citi Field. We go to the 9th. Michael Busch digs in now. Swings through that one out in front that time. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Sweeper. Low outside.
The 1-2. Making 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Sinker.
And a 1-1. Hard hit left side. Lindor on to first. And they're down to their last out. 2 down, bases empty. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Ball to strike. Foul ball there. One strike away. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. No play. That's an infield single.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question.
Sinker. Low outside.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Circle change. Low outside.
The New York Mets take their next step. They're headed to the National League Championship Series.
You win a National League Division Series, you can breathe a little bit as the next one will stretch out to possibly 7 games. I'm sure they don't want to take it that far, but they're just going to be happy to get there. Congratulations.